All right, guys, welcome one and welcome all to another Q&A session here with Pinnacle multiplied by Strike content. First and foremost, if you're watching this on recording, all of our webinars, guys, will still be accessible and uploaded to YouTube. So if you're watching, like and subscribe, stay tuned for future updates and future trainings and masterclasses. We're going to have a masterclass, which will have as an update that will be coming soon. I'm not too sure what, probably the end of next month. I'm presuming we're going to do one next month. So that's that. Again, as always, guys, if you're watching these, feel free to either utilize your post inside school, which is the submit a question post at the start of each week. Everyone here receiving little email updates about school. Yeah, cool. If you don't like them, turn them off. But again, when you're getting into a new flow of things, just make sure you're creating a habit. Post your questions in there if you can't attend live. If not, attend live, and remember, reschedule your clients. Like we always say in the onboarding section, especially of school, like these webinars, I love you guys and I love your clients, but these are more important than taking PT sessions with your clients. These enable you guys to upskill yourself, increase your business volume, increase your cash flow, but also educate you better as a PT so you can be of more value to your clients. So reschedule them and attend webinars when you can. There are some very busy trainers here today. Especially, I'm looking at Tanya, eating, multitasking. Tanya is probably someone who I wouldn't expect to be here a lot of the time because she is very, very busy. If Tanya can do it, you can all do it. Welcome, Nath, as well. All right. No more welcomes to new members, new announcements. So just a quick update, guys, new announcements. Obviously, school is in full swing. Is anyone here not on school? Glenn, have you got a separate account set up? Make sure you have a separate one, guys. Yeah, have you got that done? Cool. Anyone here's not, that's all good. Pierce, let me know if you've got in okay. I think you have. Tane, I think, yeah, you have. Tane as well, just for you, bro. If you want to type, I've sorted that problem. It's because you're on an app. Look at the top left-hand section, bro. You should be able to see the answer to your question. I sent you a little video of how to access the webinar recordings on a mobile app. So top left, you can like scroll through everything and access it there, bro. If you've got any questions, just type it. But new announcements, obviously we've got school, brand new webinars. We are 3 days deep now into the week, which means we have had, this is our 3rd webinar. We have 7 in total, I believe. 2 today. Watch the recordings and all good, Pierce, as well, mate. We have brand new leverage content being created as we speak. So anyone here who is leveraging or has leverage, so Tanya, obviously we're looking into that now. Nathan, Monica, we're looking into that now. Tane, you have it. Michael, not too far away. Again, Glenn, Claire, not too far away as well. If we're going down that route as well, feel free to keep me updated, guys. I know with you guys, there's a lot of moving parts. So yeah, we'll talk about that sort of stuff as well on the webinar here today. This leverage content, guys, first and foremost, I want to announce we have a tracker which enables you to forecast to be up to nearly 7-figure income status within 5 session increments. It shows profit margins as percentages. It shows your gross and your net income. It shows your overheads of what you should have, how to negotiate rent to get your overheads low. And basically, guys, this spreadsheet, it enables Tane, you need this as well, bro, at the moment. This is what we need to do. So drop me a message, brother, directly on school if you want. And I can send you this across because it's not, the content's not released on school yet, but it's done if you want early access. This enables you to basically bulletproof your business, guys, and secure it before you leverage. Because a lot of people do have problems with cash flow when they leverage. This document shows you that you should have none. You should have no cash flow issues at all. It's a very, very interesting doc. So yeah, it's mainly for people who are leveraging or to forecast. Think again, Glenn, Claire, it might be something I'm happy to give you guys access to. It enables you to really build vision of a company. Like again, like that's what we're doing here at Pinnacle, guys. Like multiplied with the Strike content now is like, we're not just here to make people busy. What we're here to do is make people busy to the point where we then show them how to get your life back, your time back, but keep your income rising and to get a life full of freedom. And that's what it's about. So leverage, again, like we've said, guys, it is essential for people eventually. Sometimes it just takes people longer than others to get to realize that. So for you guys, help forecast forward. I'm happy to give it to you. If anyone would like it, just send me a DM on school. But yeah, It's not going to be a necessity for a lot of you guys, but it will be inspirational for many. That's pretty much it with new content. We're going to be smashing through a lot of the leverage stuff. Welcome, Jack. A lot of the leverage stuff we're going to be smashing through now at record pace because I do have a little bit more time. And yeah, there'll be a lot more trainings coming in. They'll be filling in holes from the old portal and transitioning across to school. So yeah, with that being said, that's it. Questions first and foremost on school. Everyone's getting their email prompts. They're getting, can people access and use the schedule? Like, are the calendar okay to get to emails? You know when everything is. Is there any questions at all on anything? I think it's been really smooth. I mean, this platform has been so easy to use to build out what we've built. I'm guessing there is minimal questions. Is there any questions at all on school? Nothing. We're good. With that being said, guys, we're going to Q&A it. And these Q&As, they will take a slightly different turn now. They're not going to be exactly the same as what we normally do, where we just go off on rabbit holes and ramble. I know for a lot of people that you guys can attend this slot. I want to be of massive value to you guys. Jude is also here as well. Jude delivered a massive value-packed webinar yesterday on sales. Jude is always leading that. Like, a lot of you guys that haven't had the opportunity to work with Jude, I highly recommend. We're going to be chopping and changing who's taking these. Jude is a beast. And even though I know a lot of you guys have worked one-on-one with me, if you want to, I mean, Ray, you saw Jude yesterday and his content he's delivering. He's very, very, very knowledgeable, guys. And Jude is also very busy outside of the space of Pinnacle and Strike. His expertise reach beyond just PT. So feel free to integrate yourself into those webinars. We're going to chop and change. You might get Jude a little bit more involved, but we'll see. I know he's busy. Yeah, but I want to make the most of these webinars and make sure I ask everyone where they're at, any questions directly, so that if you need them answered, you've got me here face to face, and as well, Jude. So with that being said, let's get things started. Q&A, let's rock and roll, and then we go through into our marketing, where we're going to talk about strategies we're running and what you need, and then we will go from there. So questions, fire them at me. What have we got, team? Anything at all?
I've got a quick question, Simon.
Yes, darling, let's go.
I know you said that the obviously I didn't attend yesterday.
Yep.
But I will be able to jump in like every other fortnight because my kids go to dad's. So it means I can come Mondays and Tuesdays and Wednesdays.
100%.
Alternating weeks. But the sales training I was really disappointed to miss because I feel like I really need that at the minute, because my closing it's not been great. I've got the last 2 out of 2, but I want better than that. But so we can still watch those via, like you said, there's a YouTube link.
Well, they're all there. So look, what we'll do, I'll show you guys. So basically there's some live training for you. Let's see if we can get this sorted. See the screen?
Yep.
Yeah. So basically inside school here, guys, just go to the classroom. As you can see, we're building out this now. Has anyone been on school today? Can you see this? I don't know. I think you might be able to see it, but you won't have access to it. Okay. I don't know if anyone wants to have a little look. Maybe Jude. I don't know whether you can, bro. You want to check and see if you can see this, dude. But I'm up.
Yeah, I'll have a look now.
Yeah, check it out. So basically, guys, you've got all your course content. Everyone should have access to all of this. This is fully booked. Everything you need to get fully booked, brand new. I would say, disclaimer as well, any strategy that you're running, we'll probably talk about this next webinar. Whatever you do, go into here and check out, like, all of this content, guys, is brand new. And a lot of this stuff is polished. So like some of it is detailed as shit. I'm telling you, it's very, very detailed. It shows you what we're going to be going through. And yeah, just check it all out. But basically, Claire, go into the classroom. Go to the bottom. You're going to go live webinars and recordings. And this is where you're going to find everything. So you've got marketing sessions, Q&As, all the Q&As from the last 1.5 years are in here. So there's them. And then you've got all the marketing sessions. And then we have Monday, which was the 21st.
Yep.
Motivation and mental fitness, which is sort of like it's basically a pick-me-up session for the week. And it's also a sort of Q&A. What we're probably thinking, guys, as we take shape, I know we spoke about this with Ray yesterday and Jude as well, but we're going to see how things go with specific topics. At the end of the day, I want to give access people to myself, to Jude, to the admin team who we may get them attending, but I don't think they need to. like just to ask questions of what you need. Freaking come out, ask the questions, you get it answered, boom, you can go and execute, right? So whether or not we actually keep the topics, we'll see, but this is how you can access all of it. So sales training is there from yesterday. Click play, and it should just plug in directly. I haven't tested them, but there you go. All right. Welcome to sales training, and that's it.
Awesome.
All right. So
Thank
you have
you.
to see myself and Jude and Ray and whoever else is there, Nate. But yeah, you're welcome. No worries. It's all there. It's all there for you. So Tane had an issue accessing it on your app. So if you go on the app, I might see if I can just show you this, because I think a few people might have this. But when you go home screen on school, on the app, go to the classroom, it's going to be like this format, right? Rather than a grid, go down to the bottom. When you hit webinar recordings, I think what school does is it just shows you the latest one. But if you look at the top in blue, you've got course modules and then next module. If you click or course menu, click course menu, and then you can see it all as a drop down, right? So it's just slightly different user interface for the app version compared to the desktop. But that is that. So all good. Question? Anyone else about anything? Has anyone watched any new content? I know there's some people, I can see leaderboards, and yeah, I can see Ray, you've got some stuff done. I think Aaron, maybe, bro. Good to see you as always, dude. Good. I'll be obviously speaking to you this morning. And what's this, Jude here as well? Yeah. So, okay. Yeah. We'll give you access to that. I don't know. Yeah. We'll speak to admin that they should be able to do that. Should have done it already, but that's fine. Just ask them, Jude, to unlock it. But that's fine. Yeah.
I got a question.
Yes, brother. How are we, Nate?
Yeah, good. How are you?
It's good. I'm all the better for seeing you every single day at the moment, mate. It's very bizarre, to be honest with you.
Yeah, no, best friends. I started copying some of the things you say, because I say, if people ask a question, I say, good question, and then I'll go into the answer. I was going to say, now, situation, this is kind of a question for everyone who might have the best method. At the moment, obviously, just had another daughter. And so it's hard to plan for a day. And what I mean is I do have a trainer that works with me, so it can only take some of the brunt. But things do come up where I need to go home, obviously, and help with the family, help with the kids, especially the next few months.
Yeah.
What's people's strategy? I know this is the simple way of doing it, but what's people's strategy in regards to having to reschedule clients when you have people booked in, to try and not make it as bad as they? Because obviously I don't like rescheduling people, but obviously I got people booked up and say, oh, something's come up, sorry, we need to reschedule our session. Sometimes if it's a new person, and it may have happened more than once, and they're obviously still getting that new taste of how everything works, I might say, oh, look, can we reschedule to this day, but I'll give you an extra 15 minutes, and here's the workout we were going to do today. I'm sorry for having to reschedule. Like, does anyone have like a certain method or whatnot? So when it comes to rescheduling, because yeah, it does happen frequently for me, and yeah, I was thinking of people's strategies really.
Are they late reschedules, bro? Are they late ones?
Can be.
All right.
I think Nath.
Jude. You.
I think Nath, for you, you should preface with your clients like early on that you have these issues that may arise, but you'll take care of them with extra time if these things do arise, which you said perfectly. So I think it's all about that rapport, and if you do come up to an emergency situations, as long as they know that this can happen, then they're not going to be as surprised if you give them some context into your how your life works and stuff like that.
Yeah, that's fair.
That's exactly what I was going to say. Just tell them that in this phase, it is one of them. I mean, it's like they don't need to know all the details, but people know when kids are born. Sometimes there can be complications. Sometimes you need to be hands-on. You need to be there, here, there, everywhere, and they recognize you have a business. I always say this to a lot of people, like when you have a kid, it's the one thing in life that everyone can relate to in one way, shape, or form. How we're all kids at the end of the day. Do you know what I mean? People can relate to it. So communicate it. It's one of them, and they're going to understand that you put your family first, just like with with those guys with you, that you expect them to put their family first too before their training sessions, as long as it's communication is the key. But anyone else got anything there that they tend to do? A little sweet though.
What I do, Simon,
Yeah,
I'd always pre-frame the fact that I'm a mum. This is the hours I work, and obviously when my children get sick, I might have to rearrange off the cuff, and that does happen to me, Nate, quite regularly. My kids seem to I have a week off, them being they're healthy, and then boom, it's back again, and it's like 1 week on, 1 week off, healthy, not, and it's it's very challenging. But I do exactly what you've said. I've offered little extra sort of half a 15-minute catch-ups. I always sort of give out some more sort of recipes or something. I'm always there to sort of back them up, and everyone's been very, very understanding. I've never sort of had it come up that they've people have got their knickers in a twist. So I always pre-frame it with new people that this is the way it is.
yeah start doing that.
And it's a great conversation actually, guys, because it is the way it is. Just like Claire said, what do you want me to do, man? It's my freaking life. You know what I mean? This is the way it is. So this is what I am doing. And that's the way it happens. So yeah, I think that you can give them little sweetness as well. It's no problem, But again, just be careful with doing that. Again, it's come up a lot where people want to continuously deliver and deliver and deliver. It just shows that you're freaking amazing and that you're a people person. But it's like when you have leverage business, you have a lot of clients and you do a giveaway and you want to do free sessions for everyone. And it's well, just bear in mind, the volume of that. Do you know what I mean? If it happened 10 times in a week, Nate, do you know what I mean? And you gave away 10 free sessions. I mean, for you and Porsche, it's going to be tough. Do you know what I mean? To make the sessions up. So just be careful. I think knowing that people will understand your situation is the main thing, and communication.
Yeah, I think I've tried to do is I've always, when I take on new clients, when I go through obviously their PT sessions and stuff as well, I've even said that there's an option of doing virtual. So for whatever reason, I've actually had that as an option with giving them potentially, if I can't get into the gym for whatever reason, then having that as a backup. So I can still sort of see it face to face, and then giving them that way. So whether it be, I was unwell on Monday. So I still had all my clients, they were in the gym. I ended up going through Zoom or WhatsApp. So I was still able to communicate with them and still give them those sessions, but I just wasn't well enough to actually be in that face to face. So it gives them that opportunity to then be able to do that, or even get to the point. I had a couple of clients that I normally have early morning that wanted a slightly later time during the day. So they were able to sort of rejig my schedule to have them a bit later, but they still got that one-on-one session. So they felt like they weren't missing out, but gave them the opportunity to either do in the gym or a home session or whatever. So it's another option.
Yeah.
Cool. Yeah. Awesome. Cool. Thank you.
There you go. Again, it just shows that you care as well, guys. You know what I mean? So, look after your clients. Look after them. Cam, good to see you, brother. Rai as well. Good to see you too. Any other questions? Anything? I think what we were going to do as well going forward, and we sort of take this in next webinars, we'll take this approach in the next webinar, is just to get everyone to raise their hand. And I'm in the next webinar, what I will be doing is I'll be saying basically, look, I'll come round, answer the questions, marketing strategies and stuff that you need, take your hand down. But if you've got questions, put your hand up. There is one from Tane, but I don't expect him to speak. You're going to type one out, Tane, or you're going to attempt to speak, whatever you want to do, bro. I'll keep an eye on the chat anyway. Cam, how's things with you, brother? Rai as well. Obviously, I know webinar or webcam's not on, but how's things? How are we looking, Cam, with our beginning of our leverage in the Riviera Club?
Good. Plan is I should have everything put together by everything put together by next Monday. Then I will probably then let the Substack go for one more week.
Yep.
After that, and then just to make sure, test drive it just with me and someone else there, just to make sure that I have everything. It's working on someone else's end. So then after the week later, I can start booking in consults for that. So hopefully people signed up for that. Does that make sense?
Yeah, 100%, bro. How many leads do you have? I know we'll probably discuss this next, but
I think I just got over 40 today, and I have not gotten around to sending a text to the new members yet.
Yeah.
So I got a list from the the membership director there. It's like 50 or so people that have joined in the past 3 months. So once I reach out to them, I'm sure I'll be over at least 50, hopefully 60.
Solid. Well done, bro. Well done. I think on this, I have something that's just popped into my head before we get to Glenn, and then Tane will see if he wants to chip in with something written or verbal. Like, anyone here got sales coming up? I know you do, Tash, obviously. Sales, gym sales, flash sales. The most important thing here, like I spoke to Dan Pardo on Voxer this morning, and Dan, he's got a gym sale today. And what this ties in with what Cam's talking about here with the Substack and training pack. Being present whenever you've got a gym sale on, or a flash sale, or one-day sale, or anything like that, or when you're doing a giveaway or a competition, anything like that, being present is the ticket. If you can leave and collect leads automated, guys, but if you do, you'll find the lead quality will be low, and that people will probably just chance winning the prize, especially if there's a Substack attached to it, right? Make sure you're always putting a lot of emphasis on, like, this is what we're doing with Dan at the moment, is we're putting all the emphasis on like a boss fit mind and body overhaul package with a supplement stack to go with it. Do you know what I mean? So always put all of your focus on the training package, right? So that when you offer them free training on top, it's going to feel like they've won. But then also on top of that, make sure you're present. So if you've got a gym sale, it's not really any secret to what you need to do for a gym sale, apart from be present. I know that Monica's got one coming up as well. Tash, is yours today, Tash? Or when is it? Yeah, it's today. So like, just be present in the club. And this, Tash, for you, it's an icebreaker. It's a game changer. If you're finding that you do not get given access to databases, or they're not giving you any bookings from new members, if you are there with them in the club, just like you're there when you're running a strategy like Cam is, you're there with them, there's no way that they will not book in the new members that sign up on the one-day sale directly in with you, because you're standing right there. And when you do that, and then you convert them and you go back and thank them, it will make your reception staff, the managers and people in the gym realize, hang on, it wasn't actually that hard, but they only took the action because Jack was standing right next to them. Do you know what I mean? So be present. You don't need to do anything other than be present. Stand behind the desk, chat, and have a good time with the gym crew that's there. And when they sign people up, they're probably going to go, oh, Jack's a free PT here. Obviously, do you know what I mean? If they can't get the kickstart across the line or the jump start, Jack, or whatever, you can just say, hey, look, I'll give you a little tour around the gym if you want. Get them away from the desk and then book them in for your own free Kickstarter. Do you know what I mean? That sort of thing. Same with you, Tash. Just be there present with them. I'm telling you, presence is key. Presence is key. So yeah, hopefully that helps. Tane, if you want to, bro, I don't know whether you're speaking or whatnot, but maybe you just look like shit. You don't sound like shit. Let's see what happens. Is there something in the chat?
Didn't Tane put something in the
chat? Yeah,
here
we go. Capacity again. I think the best use of your time would be outside. It's a good question, man. It's a good question. Jude, when you were fully booked, brother, what did you do with your time? I know we were speaking with Ray, and you showed your ruthless side yesterday to Ray, and it was basically destroy everybody in your path, which is what we want to hear pretty much. But what would you do if you're capped?
So yeah, if I'm capped, apart from looking for other personal trainers, I would work on the systems within the business. So that could be upskilling your personal trainers currently. I don't know how leveraged you are, but I'm assuming it's quite a bit. Yeah. But I would be upskilling your personal trainers with like trainings and that sort of thing. And then focusing on retention. So I would make sure that all your retention systems are completely systemized and automated, so that when you can always fine tune these things, and you'll notice patterns, right? Like you might notice one of your other trainers has a low retention rate. So that's something you may need to address. So spend this time refining that internal process, because as you get bigger and bigger, you're going to have less time to spend on that internal process. So best time to do it is now, when you have that time.
100% agree. I think in terms of marketing, if you wanted to further grow, this is when, Tane, I'd get out into Geraldton when you're feeling better, focus on your local business partnerships and start looking at external lead gen into the club. Another really good point as well, which will be delivered in detail with new content coming, is how to utilize the partnership and build and strengthen the partnership with the club when you've got like a wealth of leads coming from external sources. At the end of the day, if you can, like, I know with our club it's a little bit touchy with management and stuff like that, and whether you want to do this, it's completely up to you. But if you've got people coming into the club, I would start to speak with them and show them about, you know, this is what we're doing, etc., and how this can work, and, you know, build and strengthen the relationship with the club as well as not just your own staff. That's something that everyone eventually will do, is they'll lead generate externally. If you start to exceed the database internally, your members area is definitely something as well. Building that content. I know Tarkin, I was speaking to him on Voxer. He's nearly finished his, completely done and dusted. I know Rye, I think he said he was set his up. Cam, did you pull triggers with yours as well? I think, didn't you, in the end?
Yeah, I got the framework is all set up. I just haven't filmed any of the videos. That's one of the things that's on my to-do list before next Monday.
Yeah,
I'm not gonna have it all done, obviously, but enough to like I need enough done so like someone signs up for this, they have the general idea of what they need to do and what's gonna be there for them.
100%. When you get in the flow of doing content, and that's what we're trying to now do daily, is like get it, like I have to create a lot, like you get in the flow, you'll get it done quick. That's something as well, Tane, that I would try and focus on, the strengthening members area. Again, this flows back into what Jude said with retention. New announcement for new content that you've got, new workout split or new workout programs that you can give to people to mix up variety, and focusing on working with your team for sure. It's definitely what I would do there. So hopefully that helps, brother. If that works, drop us a little message or something. Okay, and then we've got Glenn and Claire again.
Hey, it's actually me that has the question again. So when you're is there a process when you're looking for a trainer to follow? Because we're at that point now. Glenn and I sat down and kind of worked out what availability we both have collectively, and there is opportunities for obviously Glenn to still be fully booked, and I do have a few odd spots. However, it isn't money, and we want more money than that, like, let's be honest. So
it's true. Look, because when you've got not many slots, you've got the banging thing, right? So that's what's going to happen, right? So
I'm wondering, is there, like, for other businesses here that have obviously got trainers, how did you source those trainers? Did you go through some form of process to select them? Because obviously they are going to be a representation of your business, and I am, you know, I pride myself on giving like an A-star performance, and I'm going to find it hard to sort of find somebody that's going to give what I give, I guess. So just any sort of tips on the next step for us, really.
Sure. First and foremost, there is a whole big ass section in the portal. You just don't have access to it.
Okay.
So that is what you need. So stage 10 is the most detailed stage in the portal. That's now what I'm doing. So again, everything that you need to get fully booked trainer status is in school. What's not is leverage management, which is what I just showed before. We did a post yesterday inside the school community. When you're on that community as well, guys, I think Michael, you're one of the people in the rankings of, you know, on the leaderboard. If you like posts and comment and interact, it's going to give you ranks and stuff. Not that the rank really matters, but like, don't be afraid to like stuff when you see it. Especially for me, it's good to gather feedback at this time if that people are seeing stuff. But we did a post yesterday saying leverage and management content it's being recorded now and it's coming out quickly. So stay tuned for that. Now, like, it's up to you, like, Claire, like what's the go at the moment? Do you want to look into it? What's the go? And this actually will resonate with a lot of people here that are looking at leverage soon. I know Mon's there, Jack's there, Cam's kind of semi doing it now. Michael, we're going to revisit it. Rye's there. Like, what's the go?
So it's this week. So yesterday, officially, we've been at Good Life as a business for 12 months, which in our Maroochydore branch is pretty unheard of, because they kind of fly in and out like every 12 weeks. So we want to kind of celebrate that, and we're going to want to run a final sort of marketing to get us both fully booked. So we're looking to do that over this weekend, because my children go to their dads. So we've got an opportunity to be present in the club together and do something just to fill those final slots, get some consults booked in. And then, yes, I'm hoping in like a fortnight, we should be at that stage that we do need to leverage, because we're going to be at capacity, both of us.
With the other location with Scotty, are we set in stone that we're going to leave it for now? Are we happy to do that?
I think I'm going to wait for a moment and just solidify Glenn and I at Maroochydore.
Perfect.
And then look to, I'll look there in the future, because I just get the sense from Scotty that I am on my own. I don't know how he envisions his gym, whether he would want me to sort of bring more people in, or he wants to keep it niche, if you know what I mean. I get that sense from him. Like, he's not saying it, but the subtext I'm picking up is he doesn't want it to become like a Good Life or kind of.
For sure. I get that. I think as well, you guys with your presence in Good Life in Maroochydore, where you've been there for a long time and we're now established and noticeably busier, the busiest you've ever been, right? Like, you can set a high standard in that club, and therefore people will gravitate towards it. That's all Muscle Hut is. Muscle Hut is basically a gym where people associate it with being bodybuilder central. You go there if you want to train hard as a mother, you know what I mean? That's it. It's that simple. I'm speaking with Phil's actually looking at potentially going PT there as well, but I advised him against it, because he likes to have the things that we can't get from them, which is like a lot of the assistance. You got to do it on your own back, right? So
absolutely.
Yeah, I think for us, look, we discussed the marketing. You're coming to the next webinar, right?
Yes, yeah. Straight after here.
We'll discuss the marketing again in there, right?
Okay.
Because we want to have a plan to execute. And that's what
It's, at the minute, there's a real flat energy in our club. We've had a big change of sales team. Two of the big present characters that used to get all the jump starts have moved on. We've got a fully new young sales team, and they've been pulled over the coals by the upper echelons, because they're just not getting jump starts. They're not meeting their whatever they need to meet. And I just want to
for them.
So I kind of want to utilize on the fact that they haven't achieved by kind of creating a bit of theatre and celebrating the fact that we've been there a year as well, because that's something that I do hear all the time from people is, I used to train with this person, but they disappeared. Like, and I want to be known that we're here for the long term.
You're not here to take part, you're here to take over, yeah?
Yes, absolutely. So I wanted to do something, as say, that we can capture everyone's attention this weekend. And then, I've got lots of ideas, but I don't know.
Let's strategize this in the next webinar in 20 minutes, and we'll get a really solid plan of action with that.
Okay, cool. Thank you.
Any other questions? Otherwise, I'm going to jump to Rye, my man, stateside in sunny Los Angeles. How we'll go straight to you, brother. How's things, my man? Are you good?
Yeah, things are good on my end. As I kind of mentioned, pretty busy at the moment in terms of just having clients and taking them on. Definitely looking to leverage in about a few weeks' time. Once the dust kind of settles, we're going on vacay, as I mentioned. So once I get back, it's kind of back into the swing of things. But no questions right now for me. I think it's just kind of stay cruising until that point.
How's baby, man?
Great. Year old last Saturday. big deal. Very stressful, but we did it and it was great.
It's good, brother. It's good. It's good. Send my love to the missus and enjoy the vacay.
Will do.
I just wanted to touch base.
Will
Like
do.
now in these webinars, I'm making a very conscious effort to ask people individually what's going on and make sure everything is all good and people have got questions answered. So well done. Mon as well. We'll speak to, I presume you're going to be coming next. I know you're flying at the moment, Mon, and I know obviously there's a reason if you don't have your webcams on. PS as well, my man. Feel free to get back to us with what we're doing, dude, with structures, bro. I don't know whether you can speak or not. I think you may have. No, you haven't come off mute. If you need anything, PS, let us know, bro. You've got everything there. New content. Again, this goes for every single person. Even if you want a once over, your products, your offering, your session, like value that you're offering within your package, like go through everything in the portal. Like it's all brand new content. There's a lot of brand new, like all terms and conditions, the pre-exercise questionnaires. Excuse me, it's all brand new. It looks super slick, and you can use it as is. Excuse me, you can use it with all the Strike logos on it if you want to. So that's what we're doing now as well. After copywriting Strike and stuff like that, trademarking it, we can use it with people that we give access to, and we're happy to, you guys to utilize it. You don't even need to edit it, do nothing at all, just take it as it is. So yeah, feel free to go over the content. Okay, anyone else with anything at all? Otherwise, this is good. What I think we might do then, guys, because I'm not going to be here to ramble. All good from you, PS. Well done, bro. Again, if you need anything, guys, as well, if you do need anything, I'm still Voxering, right? There's still quite a few. I say quite a few. There's a good volume of people on Voxer. Voxer, as well, as we've said, is available for any of you guys that have been working with us up till this point. Anyone that jumps on board from now on will have no access to Voxer. If ever you need it, you can trigger it back on. However, I am in the DMs in school daily, but I'm not saying fucking bombard me with messages. I'm not saying that. Please don't attend these webinars. But if you need anything, I'm there. It's that simple. So it's literally, we're just putting ownership on you guys now to step up and level up. What have we got here as well? Ask for the document to forecast. Of course you can. No problem. Best way to do that, we'll sort it out in the next webinar. I'll do it for you while we're waiting for people to come in. All right. Get a sweat on, Nath. Keep pumping it out. We're going to message, or we're going to go through to the next webinar next. I'm happy. If there's any other questions, come off mute. Your time is now. Otherwise, we'll cut this one short and get stuck into marketing.
So I actually got a quick one for you, Simon.
Let's go.
At one point, you said that you would for like the weekly meetings for everyone on the hybrid thing that I'm going to be doing, you said
yes,
might have a content plan that you can send for me. Do you still have that, or I can just make one as well, and I can if I can just get like a thumbs up, that works too.
I haven't so here's the thing, right? So I probably will be able to find it. I'll need to do some rooting around for it. I'll need to root around. It's I have my Fiverr account. It's got nearly 200 orders in the past on it. And they don't give you previews. So it's on there somewhere. I'm just going to have to click, next, click, next, click. So I can find it. Basically, what we're looking for is we're looking for a timetable. I'll tell you what we'll do. I'll try and find something now. All right. Otherwise, I'll scroll in the DMs with the client, who it was. It's an old client of mine. So he's not with us at the moment. Otherwise, I can just message him and ask for it. But what we're looking for, bro, is you're looking for a table, right? Where you've got Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. And then you can have the times, right, going across it of which there is something available. So you could look at like the school calendar, for example. And obviously it's got like the times of that people are available to attend. You want to have stuff like a Voxer check-in day at the start of the week, or access to you if they want to obviously have anything. If you're going to send an end of week check-in form as well, that'll be done on Fridays. Then you're going to have like your Tuesday could be one of the face-to-face sessions. Thursday, another face-to-face session for their check-ins, right? Their measurements. Do you know what I mean? So you just want to create a table, but what you don't want to have is a table, like, you don't want to have a table that's empty. You know what I mean? So you want to kind of fill it with like, I'll be available on Voxer, boom, 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 daily at this time, right? And then you're just going to set yourself half an hour aside there. Then you're going to have an end of week check-in. You might have a start of week check-in to go with that as well if you want to, and then all of your other slots, online things. You could do like a slot such as new content, which gets uploaded to the portal. Get yourself into a weekly habit of doing that at a certain time. Put that in the timetable. So when people see the timetable, they go, oh crap, there's quite a lot of stuff here. Do you know what I mean? So then consciously it's value. I'll see if I can find it. I should be able to find it. But yeah, does that make sense?
Yeah, no, I get what you're saying. How would I present to them that timetable? Is there a way that in like the just portal I can set it up there?
Yeah, basically,
okay.
you just want to. I'd go to Fiverr and just type in like timetable design.
Oh, I get what you're saying. So you're saying just like have like an image basically there, not like a clickable thing.
Let's have a look. Let's have a look. Can you see the screen?
Yeah.
Right. Let's have a look at this. Right, guys. Also, so Glyn, or Claire rather, I should start calling you Glyn, Claire. Basically, the forecast document that we put together, it is super detailed. I talk about having an allowance inside, and like that document is quite advanced for you, but it'll just get your creativity flowing and you'll go, shit, we're playing small and we want to play big. That's what it will make you do. There's an allowance in there of $100 a week for outsourcing social media content design, editing, Fiverr in general. So we use Fiverr multiple times a week. What I would do is that I'd type in, see what comes up with this. So calendar design, here we go, right? So like there might be something that you like the look of, or a timetable, not a calendar, it's timetable in it. So yeah. If we find something you like, Cam, just tell me to stop and I'll just send you the link to it. I mean, look, boom, here we go, straight away, right? So these look pretty cool. See this here? This sort of CrossFit design. It's kind of what we're looking for, right? With all of your little slots. But what I wouldn't do is have like, I mean, obviously they've got some slots in there. Having big, like you don't, like I said, you want to have it filled. You don't want to have like big empty slot or empty gaps. This is very similar to what we put together. Something like that, if that makes sense. Yeah. So you could go into more detail like this. But this is what we had, pretty much like this here. So yeah, 6 and 7, 4 and 5, 5 and 6, 6 and 7, the main time slots. And then, yeah, that's what we would then have. You can have Riviera Club logo. Obviously, you can call it whatever you want, choose your color scheme, and this person will make it for you. Does that make sense?
Yeah, I get what you're saying. I can just show this to one of my graphic designer friends. She's been making all my like posters and stuff. And
there you go. There you go. Do you want me to send you a link to this?
Yeah, that'd be good. That'd be great. Thanks.
All right. Okay, cool. What I'll do, I'll chuck it inside this. I'll chuck it inside the chat here on Zoom. Just take it. It's in there, brother. Is it? No, it's not. That's gone to everyone. So if anyone wants that, like again, Fiverr, I'd be screwed without it, guys. Like I've had 2 deliveries come through today on Fiverr for stuff that we're doing for other things. It's just, there's no point, any of us, we are not graphic designers. Like just don't try to be one. Just pay. It's $10, I think. Like if you look at like how much that stuff costs, like what is it? This here, Australian, $8.18. That's what it costs. Like it's not even worth you guys opening your laptop for $8. Do you know what I mean? Like it's not. And it sounds big-headed, but it's not. Like your hourly rate's $120. If you log into Fiverr or open up something and try and, you know, the interface you're going to use and start playing around, within 10 minutes you're screwed. And just use Fiverr. And then get yourself a designer that you like using over and over again. We are getting one as well for school. We're going to have a video editor and a designer coming into school. We've got a short list now for the editors, but the video people, which is the most important people that everyone wants, they're the hard ones to find. And my guy's too busy. Otherwise, I would just give him to you guys, but he's too busy and he said he doesn't want any more work, which sucks. But we will be having them in part of school, so everyone can just flock to those guys and they'll be solely working in there for you guys. So hopefully that makes sense. Did you get the link, Cam? All good? Cool. Anything else anyone wants? Or we are happy to go to market? Let's go to market. I'll see you all soon, guys. Thanks for attending, and let's jump across to marketing.